This trip was not planned well in advance, like most of our other trips. We nevertheless decided to do a charity run to a Khoisan village in the central Kalahari. Welcome to an Experience Wild Africa trip. I am Bram, and joining me on this trip is Pieter.
Pieter, come on Pieter.
Standing by. How does it feel to be back in Botswana?
Oh, it's a fantastic feeling. I absolutely love this place. There's so much still to explore. This is a part that I've never been at before. You've been here a few times. I've never been here to the central Kalahari.
So I'm looking forward to it. Already it's getting a bit warm. It is in February, so I think it's just that time of the year as well. Maybe we just picked the wrong time of the year. But it is beautiful here. The mountains, the scenery, everything is just fantastic.
Yeah, it's 20 past 8 in the morning. It's already 26 degrees. Time of the year. February is obviously a hot month, but I think the greenery that we're seeing around us, I hope we'll still see that in the central Kalahari. I haven't been to the central Kalahari where it was green, so it's going to be interesting. But according to the weather forecast, we can expect highs of up to 38 degrees. So all thumbs. Apparently there's going to be rain showers either today or tomorrow. Let's see what happens.
After a 9.5 hour drive from Johannesburg, we arrived at the Khutse gate at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Pieter, come in Pieter.
Standing by.
You've never been to Khutse, so this would be a privilege for me to say welcome in the Khutse Game Reserve.
Thank you, thank you. So far, I enjoy it, I like it. It's looking good.
Bloody hot. 38 degrees and the sand is becoming thick. We've got what, another 14 kilometers to go to our campsite? Yeah, that's alright. What is the temperature at the moment?
38 degrees.
38. Yeah, nice summer's day.
We arrived at Khutse campsite. We chose number 1 for this trip. The elephants have also pushed this tree over. Seems like a common occurrence of late. It was a long, hot day in the saddle, and we decided to relax in camp and enjoy the Kalahari surroundings. Tomorrow, we're visiting the Khoisan village.
Pieter, come in Pieter.
Standing by, morning Bram. Morning, good morning. Welcome to another day in Khutse.
We're on our way to the Khoisan settlement, which should be about 50 kilometers or so from here. The idea is just to stop off and drop off some shoes and stuff, and then we're gonna head to the Lobatse waterhole. It's quite interesting waterhole. Last time we found leopard, elephant, so that's all thumbs. Yeah, thank you. I'm looking forward to it. I've met a few Khoisans before, but not like a real settlement like we're going now.
The track is going to be quite sandy in some places, especially closer to the woodlands area after we pass Refuelled. It's going to become quite sandy, so it's going to be interesting. As per normal, keep the revs up and the tire pressure is low. Let's enjoy.
Traveling in the African wilderness can sometimes lead to disaster. For these unlucky people, they lost their entire cart. This also caused a veld fire, which devastated a huge area within the Kalahari. Arriving at the Khoisan village, we greeted and asked permission to hand out some food, shoes and tobacco. They explained that the government delivery was delayed for some weeks now, and this would help them.
This man, this old man.
It is empty.
This is sweet. And this old lady has also two young children.
Oh, what size?
This kind of size.
That kind of size. Maybe this one?
Yeah,
this one.
Bitakoze kizaga minkile kai. Very good man.
We left the village behind and started back to camp via a detour. With the temperatures climbing seriously, we also started to get hungry. We were looking for a secluded spot to make lunch. Lonely dirt track somewhere. Khutse pan, I believe it is. Having a stop for some lunch in 41 degree heat. This is the Kalahari for you. We saw 5 guys walking through the bush and we waved at one another. After arriving at camp, they appeared from the bush asking for food and water. This is how these guys travel from one village to another. They've got their spears with them, their donkeys. They just ask for water and something to eat, and now they're off to another village. And these guys don't have donkeys, they've got to do it by foot. Brave souls. Late in the afternoon we explored the area, selecting tracks not driven the last 2 days, game viewing and hoping to find the lions we could hear at night. Some of the tracks in Khutse are so damn corrugated it would even shake loose the fillings in your teeth. This is an example of it. Some elephants just don't like vehicles. While in camp, the same elephant that was unhappy with our presence at the waterhole chose a route passing our campsite. It caused for some concern, as the constant lifting of the trunk and flapping of the ears continued, making us very uncomfortable to be in the same vicinity as this mammoth.
Just a little bit of background. We saw all these elephants in the waterhole and we tried to get a distance from them so that, as you do in Botswana, when you're careful enough, you can get out of your car and then make breakfast or make a lunch. In our case, we drove to a specific spot that we saw far away from the waterhole, and as we were doing so, the tree that we marked, that one there, has lions under it. Needless to say, I don't think breakfast is going to happen soon.
Sitting between the elephants at the Malosi waterhole and the lions under the tree, we had a great time absorbing nature at its best.
Oh shit, daar was olifant reg achter u geweest, jy het het gesien. Check achter u, dat is terug sneller.
Ik zie hulle, ja.
We're at Malosi campsite number 1, which is about 400 to 500 meters from the waterhole. which means that's the distance between us and the lions. Pieter's making us breakfast, as usual. He does the cooking, I do the cleaning afterwards. We've got a very good symbiotic relationship. Pieter, how many lions did you see?
Initially we thought we saw 5 or so, 4 or 5, and then as we left there was another 2 or 3 lying behind the tree, so I'd say about 7, 8.
There was what, 35 to 40 elephant?
Yeah, there's a lot of elephant. I couldn't even get it in a camera shot zooming out, so it's just a lot of them.
What you making us for breakfast? Show me.
Well, some bacon, some toast, homemade sourdough bread, must say, and some eggs coming next.
After breakfast, we opted for a quick drive past Malosi Waterhole to see if the lions are still there, just in case they decided to move closer to our breakfast spot while we were having breakfast. Yep, they were still relaxing under the tree. We turned our vehicles towards the southernmost end of Khutse, a Roswell band.
Ross wetland. It's quite desolate. A little bit of a waterhole here, but the rest of the pan is absolutely glistening white.
This is a Kalahari crossing. Stopping here for a quick condensed milk coffee. There's no signposts, so if you don't have a map with you or GPS, you are buggered.
Yesterday we drove to the Khoisan village. The location is not on the maps. Ram accidentally found a place a few years ago while driving up into the central Kalahari, trying to see how far he can go up, and then started a very nice initiative, call it community service, where he distributes some food, some sandals, and tobacco, that type of thing, to the guys there. When we were there yesterday, they were very, very thankful. They also said that the government failed to deliver any of their food and drink this month. It's almost the end of the month and they haven't had nothing. So it is something to really explore. We've discussed this and decided that it's something that we will continuously try and do. They also asked us to next time bring them some tea. Apparently they love tea. So yes, there's a community service for you all to give back to this lovely community that we just infiltrate from South Africa.
This is the track back from the Malosi Waterhole to our Khutse campsite. It is very sandy in some places. Lots of thorn trees and branches to the side of the road. Lots of hoops, corrugations. If you are a person that loves driving, meaning actively driving, this is an immense amount of fun. The Cutline Road, which is basically the border between Khutse and the central Kalahari. So on the left hand side is the central Kalahari and the right hand side is obviously Khutse. This road isn't too bad to drive on. It's actually quite nice, a little bit corrugated, but not too bad at all. And every once in a blue moon you have a little bit of a dune that you need to climb out, which makes it for a little bit more interesting driving than just the boring corrugated tracks. But these are the views that you've got when you drive into central Kalahari.
It was a long day in the saddle again, and we decided to have lunch at the Khutse pan, overlooking the waterhole. We were not disappointed with a game in the vicinity. Two friends sitting next to the fire in the African wild, under the night sky, having deep conversations about past overland trips and future overland trips. This is what memories are made of.
Pieter, come in, Pieter.
Standing by.
Now, this is the last day of our trip, our Central Kalahari / Khutse trip. What was your thoughts? What are your thoughts about Khutse and the Central Kalahari?
And it was very nice, very hot. I think we chose the wrong time of the year to go. That being said, it looked like they got some rain. We found a lot of green, which I believe is not that normal there. It's very much the same as Mabua Suhube. I do think that Mabua Suhube has got more animal life though, but very much the same, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'll definitely go again. Next time I will stay in the Malosi area rather than Khutse. I think there's more animals around Malosi.
Yeah, very true. We found the lions there, and as we said, about 40 plus elephants just around that waterhole. It's also, it looks different to all the other places in Khutse, even the Moreswa Pan. It looked completely, vastly different to Malose, the same to Khutse itself.
I also think it was very hot. We averaged 40-41 degrees every day, so it was pretty hot. Even the water in our tanks, in our vehicles and in the trailers became hot enough to shower easily at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. So yeah, it just tells you it was damn hot. Next time round, I think you should arrange for us a trip to Maboa Sobe.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Not a problem. We must just find a time to go. I think driving time, it's not much different, maybe an hour or two more than this, so not too bad, but I would suggest maybe 5 days instead of 4 would be better.
Alright, cool. Sounds like a plan. I will wait for your call then. Thank you for the trip. Thanks for everything that we could experience. The sunsets, the fire chats. It was beautiful.
No, thank you very much. And then we'll go our separate ways now. I'm keeping on N4. You are hitting the Swartregens Road. So we'll chat again at home.
Have a good one. We'll stay in touch. Cheers.
Yes, thank you.